Welcome back from the bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric, and today we're back, and we have it's the only thing I can find for football. For football Sunday openings here, we got Chronicles Football. So essentially looking for the silver prism blacks of the quarterback. So Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, which is huge, which is still confusing me a little bit. I know he had like potential. Obviously, he was taken third overall, but it's like, and he's going to have a good team around him, but it's like the guy's played like 2 games of football. He was in 3 games last year, and he was in 1 game in college. I don't think he only went over 200 yards once last year. It's just like there's a lot of money going into that guy right now for not a whole lot of substance, I guess. But I guess that's all quarterbacks now. There's guys that spent crazy amount of money on Kyle Trask when they heard Brady was retiring. So here you got 42 cards. You get 7 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. There's blaster exclusives. A lot of it, like it's a lot of rookies. Not gonna lie to you guys, you're gonna be like, holy, this he's so lucky. There's a lot of rookies in there here. A lot of the rookies aren't worth like anything. Some of the quarterbacks are a couple bucks, but the big one is the silver prism blacks if you can hit them. So here we go. We got Justin Jefferson, second year. We got Jalen Waddle in the Chronicles. Amara St. Brown, once again. We got a Micah Parsons in the Prestige. And then we got, there we go. Kyle Trask was just talking about him. This is the, Magnitude. I think Mag is what it is. Having a hard time seeing it there, but we go. The magnitude of Kyle Trask. I will throw that in a sleeve. Those acetate cards, they scratch pretty easily. So this design's like growing on me. I think they were trying to go for like a little bit of a like downtown type of look. But Kyle Pitts, who I think is going to be really good, and a Cooper Kupp. So not going to be sleeving a whole lot of these. Essentially like your hits. But all those all the basic stuff, they're all going to stay they'll just stay underneath, and I'll worry about sleeving some of them later on. We got Mike Evans, James Robinson, Calvin Ridley, suspended for an entire season. I could get into that all day long. We got Jalen Waddle in the Prestige. Is this numbered or anything? No, just like a bronze parallel. Looks a little more bronze, right, than the Parsons I hit. No, Parsons same. Never mind, they're just bronze. I just missed it in the other one. We got Clear Vision, sorry. Another acetate card. This one's Najee Harris. I got an awesome, impeccable auto of him. Impeccable patch auto. Should probably sell it. Should probably advertise a little bit more than I do. We get Gridiron Kings. This was Dwayne Eskridge. Yeah, Dwayne Eskridge. I'm supposed to have a honeycomb of him showing up eventually. I don't know when. I won it in a break. Haven't seen it yet. So, Nakini Nwangu. I think I actually got that name pretty good for the Vikings. So, the Vikings cards 95 something. He's a big fan of him because I think he went to like Iowa State, I think, and he's a Vikings fan, so it works out for him. Darren Waller. We got Baker now over on Carolina. I think he's actually going to do pretty good. I don't think if Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback in the league. Not going to say that, but I think Baker's probably closer to like the 20th best quarterback in the league. I'd want him over like Jimmy G. I'd want him over, definitely a lot of guys. Once again, don't think he's a top 10 quarterback, but he's probably somewhere around the 20th. Eli Mitchell. And we get the flux of Terrence Marshall. So there you go. Another little insert with a playoff of Dwayne Eskridge behind it. Another acetate card. Man, they got using all the acetate here. Another Eli Mitchell and a JJ Watt in the pink Chronicles. She had a gold of him from Prism last year out of 10. It's, again, another thing I got to sell. I'm a big J.J. Watt fan. Really like him, but I feel like there's probably a J.J. Watt fan out there that's a bigger J.J. Watt fan than me that probably would deserve it more. Brandon Cooks, Deontay Johnson, Joe Mixon, De'Ami Brown, who I think is like wide receiver number 4 now for Washington, and Ian Book in the playoff with a Kadarius Toney and a Pat Freiermuth behind that. These are actually pretty sweet looking, these Gridiron Kings. Kadarius Toney, they went out and grabbed another small little gadgety speed receiver in the draft this year. But people are also like, everyone I see is like picking up Kadarius Toney. Very weird to me. Just a guy that didn't, I guess maybe like they're thinking everyone's going to take a step for the Giants this year. Just having, a decent head coach, just having Dayball there, probably going to, make a big difference. I think people are banking on what he did with Josh Allen. Hopefully he can do it with Daniel Jones. I don't know if it's quite the same, but Mike Gesicki, DeAndre Swift second year, Tom Brady, and another prestigious one's Kyle Pitts. And then for the Broncos, it's Javonte Williams. No, Patrick Surtain. You're getting old when you're seeing guys you had forever. Another Eli Mitchell. We're just 4 Eli Mitchells in this. Patrick Surtain. I think every one of these I've ever seen are all like off center. But Patrick Surtain, stud lockdown corner over there. And obviously it works out because they got a quarterback in Russell Wilson. But a lot of people kind of questioned why they didn't take a quarterback last year. A lot of people just said, like, okay, they're going to take Justin Fields. Even like when you look at Carolina, 2 years ago, they needed offensive line help. They needed all this other stuff. They drafted Derek Brown. Even last year, they could have taken a quarterback. They went with Sam Darnold instead and then grabbed J.C. Horn, which I really like J.C. Horn. I just don't know if that's the guy. There we go. Trevor Lawrence, our first big quarterback in this. Cordell Patterson, fantasy stud last year. Josh Jacobs, who for some reason was playing in the Hall of Fame game. Bengals, there we go. Jamar Chase in the score update. Nice looking card. We got another one of these. This one's going to be Aaron Rodgers with Nico Collins and a DK Metcalf. There we go. Sweet little insert. So no Prism Black in these ones. Did get a couple cool little inserts though. Backdrop of the day. I'm a Chargers fan. I'm also a big A-Rod fan. Have been for years. Way before any of his recent stuff. All for him still. Some people obviously don't like him for some reasons. God forbid the guy has his own opinions about stuff. It is what it is. I'm not gonna make this into a political channel. There's enough of that on the internet nowadays. But yeah, we got Joey Bosa in the gold vinyl. We got Rashawn Slater from this year's Prism, obviously, in the camo auto out of 25. And we got the Justin Herbert. I say all the time. That's like one of my favorite deals I got. I got that for like, still not cheap, but got it for like $500 or $600 maybe, which is a lot, but it's out of 50. So like an out of 50 Justin Herbert optic. I'm gonna end up cracking it eventually and regrading it. They have the centering as an 8.5. I just don't see it. Everything else is pretty good. Obviously, I think PSA is a little bit more lenient with some of the centering. So even if I got a 9, I don't care. It's just I've given up on HGA. I wanted to believe in them. I really did. And they just shot themselves in the foot. I graded a lot with the HGA. I went to battle for them. I thought their slabs looked good. I thought there was a lot of things. But yeah, it's just probably not going to be the company that you can like stand behind long term. So we had Derrick Henry, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Canadian Chubba Hubbard, And there we go. Zach Wilson's in the rookies. I have 2 monster between the packs. I'll put them up here underneath me. 2 monster. Lamar Jackson. Zach Wilson's coming to me from a break. J.C. Horn, as we were talking about earlier. And Nick Chubb. So, yeah, there we go. Lamar. And those magnitudes are everywhere. And we'll sleeve up the... I think Lamar is super cheap. Like really cheap. All this stuff. It's just Lamar. Like, you know what he is. He's exciting. People forget that he's as good as he is. I kind of said it coming out of, like, college. It made no sense how he dropped as far as he did. The guy was just, put up how many points everywhere. It was so many yards. Everything about him was so great. And then he falls. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Devontae Smith. Jerry Jeudy. It's an auto. Anthony Ferkser. An Anthony Ferkser auto. What? Like, what a random hit. I don't know if I've ever seen an Anthony Ferkser auto. 2021, he had 34 catches, 291 yards, and 2 TDs. Sure. Anthony Ferkser, we'll put him up. He had an auto and a blaster, and he's probably worth putting up, I guess. I think he is. Rondell Moore, another Ian Book, another Zach Wilson. That's a good-looking Zach Wilson. And who's that? Anthony Schwartz. Once again, let's leave this other Zach Wilson. Yeah, it's some of the stuff I've taken a step back from breaking a lot from what I was breaking. So I'll break once in a while, small little stuff. But I'm trying not to. You just buy the stuff you like. I have a ton. You guys wait. I'm gonna have a mail day video. You guys are gonna want to check out. I should have it in, I don't know, like a week or so. A lot of football, and my, once again, there is so much cool stuff that's coming to me. Zach Wilson again. This guy, I'll be fine if he follows me around all year. Cooper Kupp, J.J. Watt. There we go, Trey Lance. Don't have much Trey Lance, but there we go, another Trey Lance. And a score, Michael Carter in the silver with a Mac Jones and a Sam Ellinger. So we'll sleeve up Michael Carter. He's another guy. I bought a lot of the Jets and a lot of breaks earlier in the year just because I don't know, they were the cheapest of the 5 big quarterback, first round quarterback teams. They were the cheapest last year, all year. It still are. And it's yeah, okay, you can say maybe Zach Wilson's prices are down a little bit more, but you also have the chances of hitting Elijah Moore. You also have the chances of hitting, Michael Carter. You have a chance to hit all these guys. It's I don't know. I think that's a pretty good chance, pretty good value. Nice thing about hitting all these is I should be at a card show. I'm going to be at, I think. And if any of you guys have been to this, if any of you guys are local to me in Canada, I'm hoping to go to and set up at the card show in Halifax at the end of the month. And yeah, so it might be nice to just have some cheap football quarterback stuff that if kids want to come get it, pick it up. They're not looking at $100 card or a $200 card or a $50 card, right? They can buy something for $2 or $3. So let's see what we get here. We got Michael Thomas. We do have a rookie. I don't know if you guys saw it. I didn't see it, to be honest. DK Metcalf. Jonathan Taylor. It's not the silver, but it is for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's Jalen Darden. Kyle Trask. Not terrible. Again, I don't believe in him. But centering on these two, just like the regular prism, it's a little better, but the centering on the back of these, like they're all super heavy on the left compared to the right. So if you're looking at any cards, always ask, even if the front centering looks half decent, which this one's off still too by a little bit, but always make sure to ask for a picture of the back. I know years past when the front and back kind of mirrored each other. Not this year. The backs are like off super hard. So if you want to like grade something, it might be in your best interest. So we got Greg Rousseau, Brevin Jordan, and a pink of Rashad Bateman. There we go, in the Prestige. So I'm excited for football season. The Chargers, I'm hoping they don't break my heart again. Hoping it's a better ending than last year. Like, God, that was the worst. AJ Brown, Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, of course it is. Any hit I hit with the Jaguars this year, I cannot hit Trevor Lawrence for the life of me. But I have like 4 autos of Travis Etienne. We got a Rondale Moore behind him and a Big Ben. There we go. We got another acetate. This is a playoff. I think he could be good. I think his prices could go up for the season. But, man, how much nicer would that be if it was Trevor Lawrence instead of Travis Etienne? Final pack. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time checking out the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. Try and do a little bit more content other than that. I uploaded a TikTok and a YouTube short. Look at me go, getting all fancy with this new age stuff. I'm going to try to do other stuff. I have like PSA reveals that I do on the channel. I do like have a guide to grading. Kind of be going through cards as I'm looking to grade them. Kind of that process too. Gonna try to do some card show stuff. I know that's a big thing on YouTube now, obviously, with people being very excited about seeing, dealer setups and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do more of that. I did one. It's very like not great. The audio, I had to get a mic. I still got to get a mic. There you go. Memory. Got to get a mic. Tell myself I'm going to go on Amazon after this. But yeah, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. Lots of stuff. And check us out on YouTube, on Instagram and everything else. There we go. We have Trevor Lawrence again. It's nice to hit some Trevors. Hey, Jalen Waddle in the magnitude. It's no Prism Silver. Prism Silver is really what I was hoping for here. Of a big quarterback, but you got Mac Jones in the Prestige. That might go to my buddy Trevor. He ends up getting a lot of my Patriots hits. When I was holding up Donruss, I was gave him all my Mac Jones, and like that was when like 2 weeks later, all the Mac Jones were worth like $10 million, and I was like, oh my God, I just gave him literally like a couple $100 of Mac Jones. At the time, they weren't worth anything. But like 2 weeks later, me being a nice guy, giving him the Mac Jones, just being like, oh yeah, like here, like you deserve. I think I gave him like 3 of them, 4 of them, whatever it was. I was like, no, what, man? Like I'm not a Patriots fan. I hate the Patriots like a lot of people. So I was like, yeah, here you go. Here's some Mac Jones. I give him all my Christian, like anything I hit, any hits I get for Patriots, they go over to him typically. But yeah, the Mac Jones, those ones hurt. He'll probably get these ones on. They're Prestige. I think even like the Prestige of like Justin Herbert, which if Mac Jones gets the Justin Herbert prices, then whatever. But I think like Prestige for like Herberts are still like $5. So I think I can afford to give him a couple Mac Jones. If that was like a Prism black silver stuff, him and I might have to have a conversation about selling. So once again, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. It's just a basic little retail rip. I don't go into too much crazy stuff when it comes to football. Essentially, I just don't want to. I have one hobby box that I opened for football on the channel. It was Optic, and I got a great deal on it. I think people sell them for like almost like double what I paid for it before the start of last season, and I still didn't make my money back. So that's the risky run with breaking. But like I said, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more football on the channel, let me know what you want to see. If you want to see some behind the scenes stuff, whether it's more cards in my collection, me highlighting certain players. I can do my Justin Herberts or my Rashawn Slaters or my Avalanche players or whoever it is. You guys let me know. And for Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.